Enzo Maresca's side sees them go above Manchester City for now, but look how tight it is from Chelsea in second place.
Enzo, a lot of work, but you guys got there in the second half. How proud are you of the volume of chances, of the number of goals and the clean sheet, of course?
Yeah, exactly. Both clean sheet, the amount of chances that we created. It's a game that these kind of games I'm always very worried because there are games that you have to win, and they can be tricky games, they can be complicated. But I think we were good. Even first half, we didn't concede nothing. We create chances. You have to be clinical inside the box, otherwise the game is always open. And then second half, we score goals.
Yeah, before the match we were talking about facing low blocks, and you said we need to do better. And in the second half you found solutions. So what was key to find that cutting edge?
For me the difference was just that second half we score and first half we didn't score. No, serious, I just said because first half we create 5-6 chances to score. So if you score, you say how good they were. You don't score, and then second half we just score goals.
A lot of good individual performances, but I wanted to start with Enzo Fernandez and his development as this box-to-box midfielder who just breaks lines with his passing. What's been key in this role, in this box-to-box role?
He has been open mind since we start. I said many times that last season at the beginning he struggled a little bit, and then he was getting better and better and better. I think also the combination him with Garna has been very good in the left side.
Yeah, Garnacho, 2 assists tonight. He took over a position that has a lot of competition, a lot of quality players there. What's been important for him to develop his game since he arrived?
Work hard. Work hard. This has been the main message when he joined us. I told him that in terms of quality on the ball, we know that he is a good player, but to play with us he has to work hard, and he's doing well on the ball for sure, but also off the ball he's working hard.
And one of your goal scorers, Malo Gusto, 98 appearances for Chelsea. His first goal, I see your smile. You must be so pleased for him.
Finally. Yeah, we like to attack with fullback. Sometimes it's him, sometimes it's Cuckoo. Cuckoo last year scored 6-7 goals. Hopefully this season Malo can score some goals.
How much do you rate his versatility?
Malo?
Yeah.
Malo, I said that we have many good players, but Malo for us is a main player in the way we want to play because allow us to be versatile.
Mm-hmm. The past few days there was a bit of a weird mood, especially after the Karabakh game. So how important was it to get a win, to improve the mood especially?
Our mood was good in any case. It's more outside, the noise from outside, because of you draw points against a team that in any case they are doing well, and everyone expects always Chelsea to win all the games, but the reality is that it's not like this.
Thank you, Enzo.
Thank you.
Well fought, 3 points here. So what was key to finally break them down in the second half? Because you tried so much in the first half, 11 shots, but then in the second half things just happened more naturally, didn't they?
Yeah, I think they were compact in the first half. We struggled a lot to find space, more between the line, but the second half was much better. We found our players more easier. I think that's why we scored the first goal, and after it was more easier for the team.
How much resilience did you have to show, especially after creating so many chances? We've seen Chelsea struggle a little bit during the season against low blocks, but tonight you really found solutions.
I think to play against back five is always difficult, but I think the key today was number in the box. And then I think if you put numbers in the box, one time the ball gonna be for us. And today, Malo was there, and then the game is open. So yeah, I think you need to keep going like this to put numbers in the box when you play against back five, because it's tough always.
Yeah, talking about numbers in the box, you mentioned Malo. Your first goal in 98 appearances for Chelsea, and you get yourself in the box many times. I imagine how much were you looking forward to this moment?
Yeah, a long time since I came here, but yeah, it's not enough. It's just the beginning. The performance was really important for us before the international break. We get the 3 points, so We are here for the top 4, which is our objective. So we have to keep going and keep fighting.
Could you talk us through the goal? Because you timed it perfectly, your movement, because you were on site. So, and at the moment, did you realize, God, it's my first goal for Chelsea?
Yeah, of course. But as Joao said, it was our plan to bring players in the box. We know it's our keys. We showed that today. So very happy for the team.
And Joao scoring back-to-back goals. Before I speak about your goal itself, Esteban, 68 seconds he needed to get the assist to you. How impressive has he been in a daily basis? Because I know you've been helping him settle a lot.
I think everyone knows Esteban is a talent, and when he came on, he always want to show his ability. And today, again, he could give assist to me, and I'm very happy to him because he adapted very quickly, and we are here to help him.
Maresca mentioned that he's been managing a few issues, niggles physically with you. So how's it been for you, and how much does it mean to score back-to-back when you're still managing this as well?
Like I said, the others interview, I'm on the pitch to help the team, of course, first, but I'm very happy to score because I know it's very important for my position, but the important is the 3 points. I just want to help the team, and today I could score. I'm very happy.
And how important was it to win tonight? Because there was a bit of a bad mood after midweek against Karabakh.
Yeah, but it's different things. Now it's Premier League. We won the last game against Tottenham, which was important. Now against Wolves, it was a tough game, but we made the job tonight, so let's keep pushing.
Well, being the target, should they aim higher than that? Why can't they, this season, of all seasons, when other big clubs are stuttering a little bit, go for the title?
I still think not quite ready yet. When you look at the likes of, you say big clubs are stuttering, I still think Liverpool, Arsenal, Manchester City are the 3 that you look at and say they will probably be the ones that will be competing for the title. But I think in a one-off game, Chelsea can go against any one of those teams, I believe. But in terms of consistency, 38 games in a league season, I think we've seen it already this season. Sunderland being a prime example, at home, getting beat, stuttering a little bit. So I think you'll see these type of problems. But I think top 4 should be the minimum. As I said, I don't think they'll win the title, but I think top 4 for a squad of those type of players, I think should be the minimum requirement.
What if, though, Gary, what if this young team does build a bit of momentum, finds a way to brush the weaker sides away, particularly at home?
Yeah.
You know, what ifs, but where could they go?
Yeah, no, there are what ifs, of course, and they're second now. So only Arsenal have been better than them so far this season. I think where they are in their journey, they're a lot less mature than some of the others. You know, Liverpool have been in this for a few years, especially some of their players, Van Dijk, the Salahs. You look at Arsenal, like players that have been in and around these title races for a while now. Manchester City, obviously, with players that have been in and around title races for many years. And the Chelsea boys are maybe just, you know, they're probably 2-3 years behind that. But because of the quality they do have an opportunity to accelerate it, as you rightly say. So let's see. I think for them to keep grounded and think top 4 and then maybe sneak up on the ones at the top is maybe a better way for them to do it. I think if they hit the top early, maybe the pressure of being the ones to chase would affect some of the younger players.
They certainly did score goals. Realistic expectations then for Chelsea this season?
Top 4 and compete for trophies. Give a good account of themselves in the Champions League. I think that's what we're looking to do, an improvement on last season.
Top 4 realistic, do you think?
Yeah, at least. You know, on form like that. You know, I think they've got eyes on something else as well, not just top 4.
And as you said, we talked about squad depth. Where does their squad rank?
Yeah, again, when everyone's fit, we've got Cole Palmer to still come back. It was nice to see Liam Delap back out there. It gives another option for the manager and João Pedro. I quite like João Pedro in that little number 10 role. So it gives another different dynamic to the Chelsea team.
That's a sort of a classic Enzo Maresca performance, that one tonight, like complete domination, 3-1-6, some goals that would have come.
3-1-6, what do you mean by that?
Just the shape. Enzo will use 3-1-6 against the back 5 a lot. Try and create overload. You hear Pedro there talking about numbers in the box. That'll be trying to overload Wolves' 5 with 6 arriving in the box. Worked well for a couple of the goals. So that's sort of Chelsea. You saw both sides of them where it can look a bit stale first half and they don't quite get their rhythm. And then second half, once they get their goal, they look completely dominant and very comfortable. But they've recruited well, a lot of good young players, a good coach. I don't see any reason that they don't finish in the top 4.
Are they top four material again?
I think so, yeah. I think it's just consistency. It's a young squad. They've still got players they're still trying to develop. A lot of moving parts as well in the summer. But I feel they've shown signs and flashes, and especially with the injuries they've got out. I mean, their best player's not there at the minute, Cole Palmer. And we know once he gets into his groove, things happen very, very quickly. So I'd expect Chelsea to finish in the top four. I don't think they're quite title challengers yet, but I fully expect them to have a big say on who does win the Premier League, and certainly in the cup competitions they're in, to go quite far in them.
What's the difference here, Darren?
Yeah, I mean, they've got numbers in the box, which they spoke about. But again, for Gusto, that right back, I mean, Gaz spoke about it earlier, that right side in number 10. But Breno's got him there, and he takes up a really good position. Then he lets him go at the wrong moment, and then it's a simple header 2 yards out. But I mean, there's an angle, and this is the angle here, where you see Breno's with him. He's got himself back into a really good position now. Now just stay with him until the ball goes out of play or they clear the lines. Just go with him the whole way. But he almost passes him on to nobody. Totti's not watching, and then by the time he turns around, the ball's in the back of the net, Gaz.
Yeah, and you can see that overload there of you got João Pedro, you got Gusto, and you got Pedro Neto up against Totti Gomez and Hugo Bueno. But Hugo will be disappointed because it's not as if he's not got himself back goal side. He does, and then he just allows Gusto to slip off of him, and it looks like a soft goal in the end, an easy goal for Chelsea to score.
Yeah, frustrating, but a nice bit of skill from Garnacho, though, isn't there?
Very nice. Back onto his strong foot.
That catches Bueno. I don't know. But
Yeah,
it's just a moment of concentration, isn't it, Gary?
Yeah, it is. It is. Back onto his strong foot. And then Hugo just switches off. They'll be disappointed. Totti Gomez as well doesn't quite manage to pick him up, and to concede a free header like 3-4 yards from your goal when you've worked so hard first half to keep a clean sheet is a tough pill to swallow.
18-year-old Esteval comes into the fray. It feels a little bit like they're holding him back. Of course, he's young, but he has got the talent to light up this league. We've seen that already. He's only started 4 games, and it only took him 68 seconds here to make a difference. He's some talent, isn't he?
He is, and you're right, the crowd are desperate to see more of him, and rightly so, because I mean, he's so direct, he can go both ways, and I like it. Sometimes you get predominantly left footers that just want to come inside the whole time, and that one there, he faces up the fullback. Unfortunately, it's Breno again, and he doesn't have a clue what way he's going to go. Is he going to jink back from the last goal? Is he going to get to the byline? And he does that, and it's really clever movement from João Pedro, who just pulls out, gives him a little shove off the centre half, and then as it pulls back to him, really, really good finish, power, hits the target. Sam Johnson's got no chance.
He doesn't actually get the assist for that because of this deflection.
Harsh.
It's a bit cruel, isn't it?
It's harsh, come on.
Because he'd done the hard work. He got down the line, he pulled the ball back, but there you go. That's FPL for you. How do you assess him?
Yeah, no, I think the thing holding him back is he's got the best winger that I've ever worked with in Pedro Neto directly in front of him in his position. I mean, for Enzo Maresca, imagine having the pair of them to choose from. I know he's going to have to balance the competitions, but he's a top talent, Esteval, top talent. But I know Chelsea, I've spoken to them a bit about how Pedro's been doing, and they love him there. They love Pedro Neto's work, what he does for the team. So Esteval, I'm sure, will manage to find his way into this team, but it is a tricky one to weigh up because I think they're both best on the right-hand side, both of them.
So do you then just have to manage his moments? Is that what it is, just dripping him into the team to give him enough that he's satisfied at this stage?
I think at his age, you can keep him happy being at a top club and giving him sub-appearances. You know, at some point, that wears out. We saw it with Phil Foden at Manchester City. You know, he was happy to play the understudy for a while. But at some point, these boys need to be let off the leash and they need to be given starts. But at the moment, he seems happy with it.
Want him around, won't they? Want him involved in the first team when he seems to produce every time he's on the field.
Exactly, that no fear attitude where he gets on the ball and he makes things happen, and that's the freedom. But I think as well, it's good that they've got 2 players competing for one position now. Neto, of course, has got it because he's been fantastic. But what you don't want is to be a drop-off. And I think right now, if you take Neto out the team and put Esteval in, there isn't a drop-off, and vice versa. So I think for Enzo Maresca, and if you're Chelsea Football Club, you're expected to go quite far in all the competitions that you're in. So you need all your players fit and also competing for places. So I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing that you've got 2 competing number ones on that right-hand side.
Exciting options for Chelsea. And the third goal, I suppose, comes when Wolves are trying to force it, trying to get themselves back in the game. And what happens here, Gary?
Yeah, you can see this is the reason why Wolves sat back in the first half, to try and deny these sort of spaces. And if you end up with Garnacho 1v1 against Santi Bueno in a big space, it's going to be very difficult for Santi. You know, he doesn't take the shortest route, Santi, and Garnacho shows good speed and then great quality on the end of it. So you sum it up well, David. Just Wolves. We never saw Wolves like this first half.
Is there anything that Santi Bueno can do here? Does he just bring him down? Is that?
Yeah, he could either take a shorter route earlier to get back to the goal, or if he's not on a yellow card, obviously try and make a foul as far away from your goal as possible. But another fantastic assist for Garnacho. A good evening for him, and and Pedro will be pleased to get himself on the score sheet.
Is that important for Garnacho as well? Nice finish from Pedro Neto we've talked about, but for Garnacho to contribute to 2 goals?
I think so, yeah. Getting the assists, I know he didn't get his goal today, but the 2 nice assists, dropping back, putting the cross in as well. I think just getting his numbers up as well, because I think huge show of faith by bringing him to Chelsea Football Club as well. Now he's getting the opportunities. He's repaying the manager with performances, with assists, with goals. So I think, yeah, it was important for him this evening to